On my way to Mount Olympus, and then my volt gauge here was telling me I only had like 12 volts, 12.4 volts. So I thought maybe I had another problem with my charging system. So I pulled off to the gas station here, and I've got my multimeter, my little small multimeter, and I checked it out, and no, it's charging good. It's just an issue with this here gauge. When I go back to Canada, I'm going to have to get a different one, something that's more dependable. It's thrown me for a loop there a few times now. So, anyways, yeah. So I pulled off right away, so I don't get stuck on the side of the road somewhere. Everything seems to be okay, so I'll put everything back together and get back on the road. I should be in Mount Olympus in about an hour or so. All right. These are a series of photos from around Mount Olympus. I actually tried to drive as far up to the top of Mount Olympus as I could on goat trails here, but the trail just got worse and worse and worse, and the rocks got bigger and bigger, so decided to stop and turn around and just go drive all the way around it. So the rest of these photos, that's basically what you're seeing, is photos taken as I'm driving around Mount Olympus. This is a monument for the Battle of Theopolis, uh, the same battle that the movie 300 was made for. It was interesting, pretty simple. It was interesting, right beside the road, and it didn't cost anything to see it or visit it. So yeah, it was very interesting. And this is where the Spartans had their last stand. They all died at the top of this mold, fighting to the death. So this is what you can find sometimes in Greece up in the mountains. The mountains are they're really enjoyable riding. The roads are in fairly good condition, even though they're a little bit slippery. But you can come around the corner and be met with something like this. So here I am in Athens, and this happened to fun. It's a meat market. It's a different kind of meat market, which made me kind of laugh. But yeah, it's pretty big here, and it's all kinds of chicken and beef, pork, and you name it. That was pretty interesting. The rest of these photos are just photos I took while I was walking around Athens. I didn't actually go into any of the tourist spots because they wanted anywhere from €3 to €5, and you can see most of it from the outside, really. So I didn't see the need to pay the money to actually go in and get a closer look of the old rocks and what have you. But when I return to Athens, the first Sunday of every month, I guess it's free. So I'm going to be going in and getting a closer look of all of this, and I'll post some more pictures. Thought this was an ingenious chute system there they made out of garbage cans. It's ingenuity at its best. hailing here. It's coming down pretty good. These are some more photos from Athens, just walking around. You can see four-wheelers in the towns and cities in Greece. This one is actually right in the middle of Athens. So somebody was driving it around in the middle of Athens, no problems. And here's a BMW that somebody choppered up. I thought it was pretty funny.